Recently, I made a big order at ScentSplit.com. I'm not affiliated with them at all, but I made a bunch of different purchases, and one of them was French Riviera, and I got to trying it. This one gets heavily hyped up online. It is a huge hype beast, so I was like very intrigued by it. I bought it and I actually got to wearing it and I love it. This has become my favorite Mancera that I don't own. All right, so how does it smell? It smells very citrus, fresh, salty. Where's my phone? Some of the notes are orange, tangerine, ginger, lemon, pepper, sea notes, pine tree, vetiver, terry flower, mimosa, sea salt and musk, and amber. All right, so what do I get from it? So in the top, it's very fresh and opening. It's like a super citrus bomb, mixing in with the like Cologne, salty kind of accord in there, which is fantastic. So it's mainly a citrus, sea salty, fresh, ozonic kind of smell to it. It's also got some like patchouli in the base, like some woods and stuff. And then it dries down to this like musky, Amber Extreme smell. So Amber Extreme is a very well-known molecule that they use in perfumery that gives it like this. So Amber Extreme lasts for a very long time, and it has this like potency to the odor. Volatility is super high on it, and it gives a lot of projection, and it comes across as this like warm, ambery feel to it, and it lasts for a very long time. Mixing with, so when you top that off with some like Ambroxan, which Ambroxan lasts for a very long time too. So you mix that together and you get this like recipe for this longevity monster. Dior Sauvage has that kind of components predominantly in the fragrance of Dior Sauvage, where it's this Amber Extreme, Ambroxan, pepper kind of smell to it. Anyway, the longevity is great on it. So I put down in my notes when I was testing it that the ethylene bracelet, or like the musk, the warm, vanillic, smooth, fuzzy kind of musk, mixing in with that Amber Extreme and the Ambroxan is just so pleasant. In the dry down, it's so pleasant. And then there's an overabundance of, which is pleasant, of pine, or a pine needle, this kind of like fresh pine smell to it. Topping that off with all that, all the other things going on in there, it smells just fantastic. I wasn't sure about this one. I really wasn't, just because of all the hype that was brought up by it. But I recently got to testing 40 Knots by Xerjoff, and I find that this one and that one have incredible similarities. This one, though, has the citrus nuances that I was missing in 40 Knots. 40 Knots is this very fresh, aromatic, sea salty, warm amber smell to it. But this one has the same kind of dry down, the same kind of deal going on. But this one relies much more on the citrus components and the fresh components of that one. I'm not saying that they're identical, but they do share a lot of similarities when it comes to the deep dry down. 40 Knots also had this like warm Amber Extreme note in there, which mixing with the musk provides a familiarity to this. I was really honestly taken back by this one. This one has quickly sprung up to my favorite Mancera, which I did not expect was gonna happen. I really didn't. And I don't know why I'm out. That's the thing about these screw caps, is it all fucking leaks out. Anyway, I really love this stuff. I am going to definitely be picking up a bottle because I want this in my collection, very much so. And for my rating, it's gotta be a 9 out of 10. There are some things that kind of, you know, knock it down from a 10 out of 10, so I'm not gonna give it a full 10 out of 10, but I'm really, really happy with it. This was a definite success when it comes to sampling, because I was just like over the moon about it when I was smelling it on my skin and in the air. It just smelled incredible. I even think I got a compliment, but I won't say that because I know how that sounds. Anyway, I love it. I'm gonna be ordering a bottle next time I order some fragrances, because it needs to be in my collection ASAP. Have you guys tried Mancera's French Riviera? I would love to hear your thoughts down below. Make sure you hit the like button, and we'll see you next time.